All right, so we did 100 and 101. Now we're going to look at 102. We're going to crack the Java Web Token signature. I thought this was great fun. So all you need for this one is Burp and Python. You need Python 3 in whatever system you're using. So what we're going to do, we are not going to use Postman for this one. What we're going to do is log in to Crappy and then get the bearer token, which you already did before. Once you've logged in, most of the requests require the bearer token. Just find one that has this token and copy it. And then you attack it with a couple of things we're going to use. So let me do that. I'll shove the instructions to the side so I can demonstrate this stuff live. Now this is Postman, which we don't need right now. And here's Burp, which we really only need for a few seconds here. For example, this request right here to get the recent community posts that we were using, that has the bearer token in it. So I just copy that bearer token. That's really all we need from Burp. We are going to crack this bearer token with two tools. We're going to use a website and we're going to use command line Python. So here's the website, jwt.io, javawebtoken.io. This is very nice. So it comes with a demo thing in here. You nuke that and paste in your token, and it will disassemble your token. It color codes it. Your token, a Java Web Token, has three pieces. They're separated by periods. The first part is red, and it decodes to this. It's just base 64. Then the purple decodes to that, and then the blue decodes to this. So the red is the algorithm. It's just a Java object with the curly braces. It's algorithm, and it has a code for the mathematical algorithm used to create the signature. And this particular website is using HS512, whatever that is. Then you got the actual data. And the data here is that's just the email address of the user, followed by two timestamps, which is something like the time they registered and the time this token will expire, something like that, in obviously Unix epoch time. So that's all the data. And then the signature is what verifies that this can be trusted. And the signature has this missing block here, which originally, let me get this thing, see if I can shift refresh this, get it back to its original state. There we are. It's originally supposed to say your 256-bit secret there. And so if I nuke this and paste it in, there we go, then you'll see these part you can read. This part just tells you the secret is missing. And that's what supposedly makes JSON Web Tokens secure. Everything is signed and there's a secret required to make the signature, and hopefully only the server knows the secret, and therefore you cannot forge a token. However, if the secret is poorly chosen, like it's just based on a short password, then you can find it, and that's what we're going to do here. So that's the joy of jwt.io. So now we go to Python, and I should have a command line around here. All right, let's bring this up. All right, it may be bigger and clear. All right, so I think I put it in downloads. In fact, I was doing this again earlier to make the project. All right, so there's two things you need to do. One thing you need to do is have a word list. And I just got a word list from the textbook. It can, in fact, do millions of guesses. You can do the whole RockU database, and it's fine. But they gave you a simple word list, like 15 or 20 words to try. So I'm just used to, here's a possible word list to use. So I've already put that in here. I called it words.txt. Okay, so here's my possible words. And then you need this cool thing called JWT tool. So you just need to get it with wget. Just get it from GitHub. This is somebody's Java cracking tool, which is in fact pretty awesome. It's just a Python script, jwtool.py, and when you just run it with Python jwtool.py, and -h will give you the help message. And there you go. It can do a variety of attacks on Java Web Tokens, just like many hacking tools, many arguments, but we're just going to do one simple attack. And it goes like this. Let me clear. All right, it goes like there. It's jwttool.py, Python 3. Then you put the token in where the X's are, -C, -D, words.txt. There I need to put my token. So let me go back to Burp and get my token because I've been copying other things and losing it. So right click, copy. Okay. So I put that in instead of the X's. All right. And that should attack it by trying all the words in that word list. And of course, one of them is right. You will find the key. The correct key is crappy. Not a big surprise. And since that's the key, so that's the first thing, I found the key. Now that I found the key, I can break into other people's accounts. And that's because of something I forgot to mention about an earlier project. Let me go back to my Burp, or maybe back to Postman. I forgot to show you what the textbook author regarded as the punchline here. This GET request for recent posts, if you look at the actual results this sends out, it gives you far more information than it should. I wonder if I can make it bigger. Not that easily. Anyway, the point is here, it doesn't just give you the posts, it gives you people's email addresses. Everybody that puts a post on the forum, their email address is sent to you in addition to the posts. And this is, by the way, very common in real websites. I found a bunch of serious vulnerabilities this way, where you load a page and the API sends you all this extra data that you really aren't authorized to see, and then it only shows some of it visible. And if you just catch the traffic, you can see it. So if I go down here, there are people I could imitate, and one of them is, for example, Mr. Robot. Robot001 at example.com. This is one of the accounts made by the developer of this product. All the rest are test accounts I made developing projects. So this is an email address to attack. So now that I have the secret, and I know it's crappy, I can forge a token for this robot man. All I need is their email address, which this information disclosure vulnerability has given me. So now I know the email address of another user, so I can now go back to that website, which I think is in Opera. Yeah, now I can go back to here. Now I know the secret is crappy. Oh, I got to get rid of all this junk. Crappy. Okay, now I can change this email address. Notice the stuff on the left changed. I can paste in this other person's email address, and this website will calculate the right token. Yes, this could potentially burn your bounties, absolutely. This is one of the weaknesses of Java Web Tokens. Yes, that's the sort of thing. Although, the simple stuff we're doing in my class is usually not enough to win bounties because everybody knows this, and you're unlikely to be the first person. But yes, this is the sort of thing. So, there's a web token that makes us Robot Man. And now that I have that, I can impersonate this person by just going into Burp and doing anything that responds with something interesting. So for example, let's just go to the website and pick something that that looks like it's sort of personalized here. Okay, so here's the website. And I see Good Morning Demo 1 on this forum page. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to refresh that to put it at the top. And then here's Get Forum. If I go to response, I don't see the name, obviously. This one, maybe? Just trying to find one that will be obvious I succeeded. Let's see what I said to use in the instructions. I said go to user dashboard. Okay, let's see. So I'll go to the user dashboard. Dashboard. Okay. Here's the get that gets the dashboard, and the response to that does in fact put your name right at the top. Just the one person. Okay, so here you get the name of the currently logged in user. Right now I'm demo 1. So if I take the dashboard request and I send it to repeater, here's the token. So I put in my forged token that I got from jwt.io. And then I send that request. And now I'm Robot. So I just broke into somebody's account. I didn't get their password, but I recreated their token mathematically. So that's pretty cool. That's why I thought this is great fun. That's what Java Web Tokens are for. So that's it for this one. I'll stop recording this one.